my name is Dr. Linda Mitchell. I am a holistic health coach, author, and owner of Sweetheart Mitchell Collection, a health and wellness business that inspires your best from the inside out. Today, I am doing a video using our ingredients for our black soap shower gel. Now, let me tell you the story. I want to tell you the story behind this black soap shower gel. I started making it because I wanted to make some soap. But after investigating what it entails to make soap, I said maybe it'll be easier if I do a shower gel. And the soap that I wanted was organic ingredients or all natural ingredients to help the skin heal. So instead of doing a soap, I came up with this recipe with the support of a young gentleman on Instagram. I forgot his name. I need to give him his props, but I forgot his name. And what I did was I took his basic recipe and I tweaked it, meaning I added some things to it to make it my own. I added the hemp seed oil, I added the sea moss, I added the turmeric, and I added the castor oil. Okay? And so I got a basic recipe, and then I took it and I owned it. And what I did was I did my research to find out what can I add to this recipe to make it better. I wanted to make it better. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so first things first, this is some black soap that has been sitting overnight. Okay, you've got to let your black soap sit overnight, and then you got to strain it, meaning take the rocks. You got to get the rocks and the pebbles that are in the black soap because it's so natural that it has stones and pebbles in it. And so what I did was I strained this, I let it sit overnight, and then I strained it to prepare for today's video. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with the ingredients that are going to need to be added to the black soap. The first ingredient is going to be honey. And I'm going to try to remember to tell you the measurements for this, but I might skip some measurements. Sometimes I eyeball stuff. I don't even measure it. I just eyeball it. It comes from years and years of cooking. So you're going to need a cup of honey. I do know that. So you start with one base of honey, which is 1 cup. Okay? So you're going to add that to a separate bowl, not the bowl that the black soap is in. Normally what I do is I put the hemp seed oil in first before I add the honey to this cup. It makes it come out better when the oil is in there. So I'm going to let that drain. And while that's draining, the next ingredient is going to be the hemp seed oil. I'm going to add that. I forgot my shea butter, so I'm going to have to run and get my shea butter. Alright, so my hemp seed oil is draining. Of honey that's in here. Now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of hemp seed oil. Not a half a cup, that's half. I'm going to do 1/3 cup. Hemp seed oil. You can use any brand that you choose to use. Okay, that's the hemp seed oil. And one of the reasons I chose hemp seed oil is because it heals the skin. It's very healing for the skin. And okay, the next ingredient I'm going to add is 1/3 cup of organic shea butter. I have in here a cup of honey, 1/3 cup of hemp seed oil, 1/3 cup of shea butter. I use organic shea butter. Now I'm going to add the xanthan gum. This is the thickening agent, and it thickens the shower gel. So it has a nice shower gel consistency. And this is all natural. This is not something that you have to be concerned about as it relates to, you know, putting it on your body. It's not going to harm you. It's just a natural thickening agent for things like shower gels are all natural things. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to add is my turmeric. Already have that pre-measured. And I'm going to add my sea moss powder. already have that pre-measured too. Okay. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add is my castor oil. Pre-measured, of course. And then I'm going to add, well, you're going to need a whisk. Okay. Then I'm going to add my natural, all natural, this preserves it so it doesn't go bad. 2, 3. I don't measure that. I've got that down to a science. It's called Optiphen. O-P-T-I-P-H-E-N. And this just helps it so it preserves so it doesn't go bad. And it's all natural. It's nothing you have to be concerned about when it comes to your skin. Okay, you're going to whisk all of the ingredients together really good. I'm going to show you what they look like once you get them whisked. Okay? And then you're going to take that mixture and you're going to add it to your black soap. The only thing that's in here is black soap and water. I use a 6.0 pH water from my Kangen water machine to make our shower gel. If you don't have access to that, just use spring water. Alright, so then I'm going to put this aside. And you are going to need a hand blender. This is my favorite part. This is the only thing I use this hand blender for. I don't use it for anything else. You're going to blend it for 2 to 5 minutes. Definitely closer to 5. And you just pay attention to make sure everything is blending up and it's not separated. And once you see everything all blended, just like you blend in a cake, then you stop. It's looking good. For the next step, you're going to need a ladle or big soup spoon, and I want to show you the consistency of it. Okay, and you're going to need a funnel, and you're going to need your bottles. These are 16-ounce bottles, and these are 2-ounce. So I'm not going to bore you by filling up all of the bottles that I have. I'm just going to do a couple of bottles so you can see the process, how I do it. So I take the ladle and just put it right into the funnel. Goes right into the bottle. Nice and easy. Usually I get about 5 or 6 16-ounce bottles. And as you get to the end, don't fill the ladle all the way up. Just put a little bit in here because you don't want it to spill over top in the bottle. Okay, here's the 2-ounce size. I got a new funnel to make it easier. Now with my ladle, this spoon here, I just fill it all the way up to the top. That's usually one of these. Okay, almost to the top is usually 1 2-ounce bottle. You're going to take a strip of saran wrap and lay it across the top of the shower gel. I also want to add that this shower gel is non-scented. You have an option to add to your shower gel lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, spearmint, orange, lemon if you want to do a citrus one. I prefer for mine to be non-scented because my shower gel is all about healing the skin. Okay? For folks with eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, really dry skin, problem skin, stretch marks. So you see how I'm laying the saran wrap on the top, and then you just take your top and just put it right on there. Easy breezy. And this preserves it so it doesn't spill. It also makes it so it doesn't spill. And wrap is to just protect it and preserve it. And that's it. So again, I got 6 bottles of 16 ounce, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 2-ounce bottles from that batch. Easy breezy.